Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Merce Montez, Murscmontez. I know in my previous videos I talked about how you can get into the nursing program, right? So this video I'm going to tell you how you can pay for it, how you can finish college debt-free without owing any fees to anyone. So let's talk about it. All right, so my first three are going to zero in on residents in Georgia. So you live in Georgia, this is basically for you because this is the state I live in. I live in Georgia. So likely I know the different scholarships and financial aid programs that you can take a part of to help you pay for college. So the first one I got for you is the Pell Grant. Now the Pell Grant, in order to get it, you got to fill out the FAFSA. And the FAFSA basically stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. So if you fill out that, you're going to fill it out every year, and then that's going to determine how much you get on the Pell Grant. Now, what the Pell Grant is basically it's awarded to only undergraduate students who display exceptional financial need and have not earned a bachelor's degree. So before I just go on, let me so you know, I wrote some things down. So you see me look down, look up. It's only because I want to be specific and to the point on the things that I tell you. I wrote down the exact definition so that way there are no corners being cut. So anyway, back to the Pell Grant. I was gonna say it mentions exceptional need, financial need based students. So when you look at it, in my opinion, we graduate high school, we don't have the high paying job. So in a sense, we're all exceptionally financial aid needing students. So you'll definitely get into the Pell Grant program if you just apply, unless you just have, a rich family or born into a rich family, or your parents are very well off. If that's not the case, you're more than likely to get the Pell Grant. And how the Pell Grant is based is they base it on credit per hour. So if you want me to go into depth on that, I can make a video specifically for the Pell Grant and how you can judge what you'll get back from the Pell Grant, so that at least each quarter you can kind of know what you're going to expect to have. So just in case you need to put money with it, you'll know how much you need to put with it. The next one I got for you is the Hope Scholarship. Now the Hope Scholarship provides tuition assistance to students pursuing an undergraduate degree at a Hope Scholarship eligible college or university in Georgia. So before you go to that college, if you're looking to get the Hope Scholarship, make sure that that college or university is Hope Scholarship eligible. And now when you are receiving this, just something to take note is that you can receive this Hope Scholarship until 7 years after your high school graduation date, which means that you take the date you graduated, and you can just keep getting Hope Scholarship up until it's been 7 years from that graduation date. So let's say if you graduated in 2013, you can keep getting the Hope Scholarship until 2020. Make sense? Yeah. So that's basically what it is. So you got the Pell Grant, you got the Hope Scholarship, and I have one more scholarship for Georgia residents, and this is the Zell Miller. Now, to me, the Zell Miller it just takes the cake. This is the icing on the cake because it is full tuition funding to undergraduate Georgia residents. All right. So in order to get this Zell Miller scholarship, you have to have a high school GPA of 3.7 or greater and a score of at least a 1200 reading and math score on the SAT or an ACT composite score of 26. Now, had I actually realized that when I was in school, I would have strived harder to get that 3.7 or higher. I actually graduated 3.6 out of high school, which is, pretty good, not bad, maybe slightly above the average student, but, pretty good GPA. But had I known about that, I might have tried a little harder to get a 3.7 or higher, but, it is what it is. But, technically I did still get a full ride when you combine the Hope Scholarship and Pell Grant, because I was able to make use of both of those when I was going to the university. And then the same thing, I was able to use the Pell Grant when I was going to the technical college for my LPN degree. Now, those are three for Georgia residents. you've got the Pell Grant, you've got the Hope Scholarship, you've got the Zell Miller, and you also have to remember to make sure that you're filling out your FAFSA every year so that you can basically so that the federal government can decide how much they're going to give you. Because if you don't fill it out, well, then you can't get any of it. So that's those three. Now, another thing you could do that you might not want to do, but you can do is self-pay. A lot of times universities and colleges and technical colleges, they'll let you pay yourself on a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis, a monthly basis, a quarterly basis, just whatever works for you. And then sometimes the colleges will have specific regimens on how they want you to pay. So you may not have that choice, but in some colleges you do have the choice of how you want to pay them back, as long as you pay them back. Now, that's what me and my wife are doing. She's going back to school. She's about to finish up now, and we're basically doing self-pay, where we paid bi-weekly and pretty much knocked it out. Wasn't bad at all. The bright side of doing that is that when you finally finish, in terms of fees owed to the college, to the school, there won't be any because you paid everything off, or you paid your tuition off. So and you don't have to worry about it. So if you're in a position to do that, I suggest you go ahead and do it, so you don't have those fees when you graduate. Now, another one I've got for you is loans. Now, I personally do not advise the loans. I would say if you can, if you can help it, don't get a loan, because once you get the loan, you're going to end up paying for it for years and years and years. You may have a high interest rate, so that's going to take even longer, to the point that it's just going to it's going to be unnecessarily too long to pay for the loan. So in my opinion, I would say don't get the loan if you can help it. But if you can't help it, get one, but just try to make sure that you get a low interest rate so that you can pay more to the principal and not more to interest. Because the more interest you have on the loan, the longer it's going to take to pay off. The lower your interest rate, the more going to the principal. It won't take as long to pay for. All right, and last but not least, I'll have some scholarships for those who may be considering going to another country for school. These scholarships are, a lot of them pertain to those who are getting like the master's degree or the graduate degree. So if that's you and you're in this bracket, these scholarships are for you. Now, I don't go into depth on these scholarships. I'm basically just naming them off. These are global scholarships for study in any country. But if you do want me to go into depth on these particular scholarships, I can make another video for you and I can expound on it. Or if you just want me to go in depth in general in terms of the Pell Grant, the Hope Scholarship, the Zell Miller, if you're in Georgia, so that you can kind of know exactly what you can expect to get based off of your income, I can do that for you as well. So I got 4 global scholarships that you could possibly take part in. The first one is the Rotary Foundation Global Scholarship Grants. You got the OFIT Scholarship Award. You've got the AgCon Foundation International Scholarship Program. And then you've got Education for Sustainable Energy Development, also known as ESED Scholarship. Now, these scholarships, like I mentioned earlier, you can take part in if you're going to different parts of the countries for more studies. If you want to know more about them, I can help you out with that with another video. Just let me know. You can let me know in the comments. You can let me know on my Instagram, Grind216, or maybe even go to my Snapchat. Let me know on there, Crafty216, or even hit me up on my Facebook, which you can find via my Instagram. Now, I hope this was very informational for you. Now, I did this with the fact that those who may be watching this may be considering doing this for nursing school, but at the same time, these don't just apply to nursing. Now, these are in general undergraduate degrees when you go to college. Now, I do believe that you don't have to go to college to be successful. You really don't have to. And if you already have entrepreneurship mindset, then maybe you've already done what you needed to do to make the money that you needed to make, so you don't really have to go to college. But if you are one of those individuals who feel like this is the way to go, so that you can take care of your family, so that you can take care of yourself and be able to take care of the needs that you need to take care of in your bills. This is a way to do it. You don't want to get into too much debt when you come out of college. I understand when you do get up into the bachelor's degrees and the graduate degrees, it's kind of hard to avoid, but if at all possible, let's try not to get into too deep of debt that you are going to be, paying for an unnecessary amount of time. So I suggest, if you can't get the Pell Grant, the Hope Scholarship, if you missed the Zell Miller, self-paying may actually be a good option for you. When it comes to different colleges, I would say don't go to the college that your friends are going to just because your friends are going to it. Like, you don't have to go to an Ivy League college to get the same degree. It doesn't have to be Yale or Princeton. It could just be a college in your city, a college in your state. What you want to make sure is that the college is affordable. That's what really matters. Going to an affordable college that you know that you can pay for. And then maybe it would help to already know what the tuition is. So that way maybe you can save up the money it would take to go to school and go ahead and pay the tuition off, so you don't have to worry about it while you're in class. That's just one less thing you got to worry about, and you can put all your thinking abilities and your time and energy into just focusing on school because you've already paid your tuition. But if that's not the case, maybe you could have half of it paid off when you first start. That's less of a burden. And if you can't do that, just chipping away at it quarterly, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, in terms of if you're going to go the self-pay route, that works too. Now, there are other scholarships out there, and if you want me to do the research and let you know what other scholarships you can take advantage of, I can do that for you. I know there's a lot of scholarships out there that you could get based off of essays that will help you get scholarships that can pay for your college, for your degree. So that's what I got for you guys. It was gonna be a short video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe. Don't forget to like it too. The more interactions I have, as I always say, the better it is for YouTube, the better it is for the algorithm. It's going to continue to put my videos out there so I can help more people and not just you. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Let me help others too. And the only way I can do that is if you share the video, if you like the video, you comment on the video. Interaction is what we're looking for. All right, guys. So that's all I got for you today. More videos are coming. So I'll see you in the next video.